Welcome back to Sip Tea with me. And this week, I am going to fill up our cups with a whole lot of love regarding freedom, connection, alignment, awakening, and transformation in this big old pile of chaos that's happening right now in our world. As I am recording this, we are a couple of weeks into our devastation in California. I am a native Southern California girl. It has been heartbreaking, to say the least. It's shocking. It's overwhelming. It is hard to even wrap our heads around what is going on here and why it's going on. I'm not going to get into all the tinfoil hat things I could get into, but there is a lot going on in our world, and a lot of it comes back to alignment. It comes back to living our truth and our purpose, and that's what I'm going to be filling your cuppa and my cuppa with this week. We're going to talk all about how it feels to be disconnected, overwhelmed, and uncertain about our path in today's chaotic world, because it's really time to realign and to raise our frequencies or our vibrations so that we can thrive in the future. We were meant to create. We actually all came here at this time to create together. So in this episode, we're going to explore the truth. You are not just here by accident. You chose to be here in this very moment in time to make a huge impact. The chaos we feel today is part of the transformation process, as difficult as that may seem, and it's pushing us to awaken to our higher selves, to step into our true power, and it's time to release the old and embrace the energy of the new, aligning with the collective shift towards purpose, unity, and higher consciousness. By raising your vibration, you align with the future. We all are destined to create one where connection, clarity, and empowerment are at the heart of every single thing we do. Tune in to this episode to rediscover your true path, reconnect with your purpose, and thrive as you realign to the frequency that will lead you and all of us towards a brighter tomorrow. Hey fam, are you ready to prioritize your mental health, build that strong bod, grow some wealth, and pursue your passions with purpose in this crazy world? Then you've come to the right table. Grab a cuppa and get ready to sip tea with me. I'm your host, Aunt Lise, here to serve up the tea to help you find freedom and clarity in the midst of chaos and confusion. Your Riz needs to be fire because your unique gifts are what's going to create massive impact and initiate change right now. So get ready to slay because your authenticity is about to be lit. Welcome to Sip Tea with me, and welcome to a new beginning. I am your host, Lisa, and this is the moment you've been waiting for. The moment you chose to awaken to the truth of who you are and embrace the power of transformation. It's a time to rise higher than ever before. It's a time for all of us to shake off that old crap and to step boldly into our highest selves. This isn't just change. It's actually an awakening and a rebirth. Transformation and awakening are not just buzzwords. They are a call to action, a call to strip away those distractions, the chaos, the outdated beliefs that have kept us all very small. It's time to reclaim your authenticity, your power, and your purpose. You are meant for more. As we awaken, we move from a place of division to a place of collaboration, from fear to love, from judgment to understanding. It may not seem like that right now in this world. We've just had a change in our leadership. We have some horrid disasters happening, and it may just seem like pure chaos, right? As we awaken, we move from this place of division, from what we believed is a division of races, division of sexuality, division of color, division of political ideas, division of really what's happening is light and dark. So as we begin to awaken, we move from that place of division into a place of co-creation or collaboration. I love this. It's so juicy. From fear to love and from judgment to understanding. This isn't just a personal shift. It's an actual collective revolution, and it's happening right now. The world is changing, and you have the opportunity to be at the forefront of this transformation. Together, we shift from a low vibration existence into one filled with purpose, passion, and guess what? Pure joy. I know it sounds crazy. We're just going to bliss out, especially in the midst of what seems so wild and weird right now. But really, our true nature is just to find that bliss. It's not always going to be easy. Our minds will struggle to comprehend how deeply we've been programmed and misled. The truth may be confronting, but it is liberating. You have the power, you have free will to choose how to create your reality. And as you begin to break free from the old emotional charges and limiting beliefs, you'll realize that the new world is waiting for you. A world of connection, a world of freedom, and a world of truly unlimited possibility. And the best part of this is you are not alone in this situation. We are all in this together. The universe is supporting you and is ready to align with your energy to help you rise. Those who aren't ready to elevate, they might fall away. But trust that the connections will come, the ones that are aligned with your truest, highest self, your highest vibration. These relationships will support you. They will help you build your dreams and create a life that feels like home. And I am seeing so much of this right now. I'm talking to friends, to family about this. It's really hard to comprehend. There's such a division, right? It's hard to comprehend. There's such a vast distance in some of our belief systems right now. There is a truly new experience happening. And if you are ready for that, if your soul is awakened enough for that, then you're ready to move forward. And we're not really dragging along those that are not ready. We're just sort of choosing ourselves and beginning to step forward into our own truths. It's really uncomfortable to do that because there's a part of us that knows that people that we love and care for, people who have been a part of our lives, they will need to fall away from us. So it's really important that we remember as we let go of old things, even these fires in California, as we let go of those old ideas of homes and possessions and all the things, we know there's something better coming and we need to just keep reaching for that. The best is truly yet to come. The biggest thing here is your gifts are crucial. My gifts are crucial. Every single one of us has unique talents. You and your unique talents, the things that make you come alive, are what's needed right now more than ever. So these things that are happening in the world that are so devastating and so heartbreaking and sort of send us to a lower vibration, some of those things are intentional. And I'm not going to get way deep into that, but just know those things are intentional to keep you down. So if you can rise above that, if you can embrace and cultivate and share your own gifts with the world, you will become a vital part of this collective rise. Every step you take towards your highest self helps lift the entire whole. By living your truth, you never know who you'll inspire or who you'll empower. Your actions will create those little ripples, and you might be the spark that ignites someone else's awakening. The deal is this: we rise faster together. It is easier to bliss out, find our joy, lean into what we love, and rise from there than to struggle on that old struggle bus. The physical effects of awakening can be super intense. Your body may feel heavy right now. It might be tired. It might be out of balance at times. Don't let that put you into a place of fear. This is part of the process. You might find you crave more whole foods, and you might begin to lose interest in things that no longer serve you, like alcohol or medications that dull your senses. These shifts are your body's way of aligning with your new frequency. It's a lot. Just go with me. As you rise in your consciousness, you'll also notice the shifts happen around you. You may witness the breakdown of old systems, the rise of new ideas, a world that seems to be in chaos. Although, like we were talking about, this chaos is actually on some level part of our awakening, because the more chaotic things get, the more people rise, the less complacency there is. This is part of the transformation. We must dissolve the old ideas to make way for the new. And while it may break your heart to see what is crumbling, know it is necessary, and the earth is healing. You are healing. It's time to step into your power. Pay attention to what feels good, what excites your soul, what ignites your creativity. Go outside, spend time in nature, and let the energy of the earth ground you. Dance, move, meditate, and tap into the energy that lifts you up. Seek out the people, the places, the activities that make you feel alive, inspired, and truly unstoppable. This is your time to rise, to become a powerful creator in your own reality. The spiritual battle between the light and dark is a real thing. But when you choose to awaken, you choose to step into the light, you choose to live without suffering, to realize old patterns of pain and live in the truth of who you really are. You are the light, and in this light, you are truly free. Remember, time is not linear. It's like a wheel. You are a part of something much bigger. The universe is waiting for you to take that first step. And when you do, you'll see everything falls into place. This is your transformation, your awakening, and it's happening right now. Again, on this journey, you are probably going to let go of people. You're going to let go of careers. You're going to have to let go of old ideas that no longer serve you. There's somewhere in your gut that's telling you, you know that this is the truth. There's somewhere in your gut, if you stopped long enough, if you paused, if you got into nature, if you sat quietly, if you asked yourself, your guides, your higher, whoever you talk to, God, whatever God, it doesn't matter, your angels, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's the aliens, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just ask yourself, how do I really feel about what's going on right now? What is the truth here? Where might I be feeling uncomfortable with something I used to believe to be true, but no, it's shifting. Because as we journey through this transformation, it's important to remember each step we take brings us closer to reconnecting with our true self. It's just a remembering. We remind ourselves who we are, who we came to be, who we were before this lifetime. If you believe in reincarnation, as I do, or that your soul is eternal, maybe that's a different way to believe about it, you will know you've had all kinds of lifetimes leading up to this and that you chose the specific time to be here. It's just a remembering. So as I remember myself, I inspire and empower you to remember yourself. And then I ask you to do the same for others. Like I said, it's not that complicated. It's about blissing out. It's about doing mostly what feels good to you as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. And it's about really cleaning up your body, your mind, and your spirit so you're in a place to receive those higher messages. As we remember, it will bring us each back to ourselves, and each step we take will allow us to be closer to reconnecting with ourselves and our collective. Now it's just time to pause and reflect and take some inspired action, because you know me, I'm the queen of the journal. I love to get things down on paper and not just listen, but actually take some action steps. Sometimes that's hard to do on our own. So of course, I've prepared 8. I love the number 8, infinity. I've prepared some action items for you guys. So the awakening process is ongoing, and by embracing these next steps, you will continue to rise in clarity, power, and unity. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's happening quickly. So go ahead and get excited about it. Feel good about it. Again, I know I want to do another conversation about this, but some of it is about our emotions and really learning how to hold our emotions, knowing for me personally, my lesson with these fires in California was I can be devastated about this and I can be heartbroken and I can feel all the true human emotions of the loss and the heartbreak in it. But at the same time, I can also be uplifted in the awareness. Some of these things have to happen for us to get to the next place. I can hold my space and continue to do the things that are helping my own self rise, helping you remember at the same time, which is really exciting and really thrilling and really lifts my spirit. So we can hold these two things at the same time, and we can choose to be less emotional about them. We can choose to be less reactive, and we can dip back into whatever it is that would allow us to be of service to the greater collective at this time. So right now, let's dive into some simple yet powerful actions that can help guide you on your path. If you're in the car or something, just go ahead and have a little conversation with yourself. If you have the opportunity to be able to write these things down and really ponder them, or go ahead and come back to them because I'll put them all in the show notes. All right. First one, what outdated beliefs are you ready to release today, and what is holding you back? How can you let go of it? Okay, beautiful. Number 2, how can you step into collaboration rather than division in your relationships and your work? So this has been a really interesting one for me because as a Capricorn, as a highly independent person, because of the way I kind of grew up and what I chose to use as my protective mechanisms in my life, independence was a really big part of my life. I have created stories, jobs, relationships all around independence. And I learned very quickly independence is never going to be as beautiful as a collaboration or a connection. So this has been a little bit challenging though, but really let's just step into this. I'm finding the beauty of how wonderful it is to have support in the world. I have so many amazing people who are in alignment with what I believe, and we all have different businesses, but we all come together to help each other really create, which is amazing. So how can you step into collaboration rather than division in your relationships and your work? Number 3, what does it mean to co-create a life that feels aligned with your highest truth? What steps can you take to bring this vision to life? So right here, you might need a few minutes just really sitting with what does feel aligned for your highest truth? What is it that makes you so incredibly happy? What is it? It's that question, what would you do if you didn't have to worry about money or any other things? What would you do? That's kind of where we need to be going. Number 4, what physical shifts are you noticing in your body? How can you honor these changes as part of your transformation? So I kind of went through all of this last week, and I had a really busy week because I was out of town at the PodFest convention. But I was tired. I knew my body was super tired. I had to really think about, okay, how am I using my energy? Do I just keep pushing through it because I'm in this situation I want to take advantage of and really get the most out of? Or should I just pull back and go take a nap? So I did find my balance, and it's the same for you. Is your body asking you to take a little rest? Is it wanting you to nourish it differently? Does it want you to dance? Does it want you to put your feet on the earth? Go ahead and take a minute to really think about the shifts in your body. Number 5, how can you nourish your body with natural whole foods that fuel your highest vibration? All right, we just talked about that. How can you begin to fuel yourself from the inside out? So for me, I noticed this so much. I said I was just traveling. So when I'm traveling, you're obviously eating out. Maybe you're not getting the sleep you normally would. So for me, I happen to try to stay in places that have little kitchens in them. And I just go to the market and load up on all the veggies and proteins that make me feel powerful. Probably a little bit of dark chocolate in there too, of course. So number 6, what signs are you seeing around you that point to the breakdown of the old systems? I'm not going to put any of my own beliefs on this, but sit with this one for a minute and just really step back and see. I mean, I guess I'll give you the example. I think AI is a good example of this. It's a very neutral example of this. Those systems are starting to break down, right? The fear of AI, the fear of using AI. People are getting more comfortable with it. We might be trying to understand it rather than having fear around it. Maybe the same thing with Bitcoins, not Bitcoin itself, but our cryptocurrency. We're starting to see there may be some validity in that. Maybe it's just like this thing in California. That's maybe part of something breaking down. So just look at the signs you're seeing around you that point to the breakdown of old systems. Maybe it's people rising up. I'm a flight attendant as well, and we have a contract negotiation going on right now with our company. And some of the breaking down of the old systems is the people rising, right? The people rising up together. Seeing unity is really more important. And the more we rise, the more we can break down some of that hierarchy in our corporations. Okay. So number 7, how can you stand tall in your light, even when the darkness tries to pull you back? This is a challenge, but I think it's really important for us to have a little list, whether it's 2, 3, 5 things we do when times feel really dark. We just, again, in my flight attending career, we had some interesting things happen in the last week. Like our company offered up, we had made record profits, but guess what? Because of the way our contract's written, are outdated by 3.5 years contract. Because of that way that contract's written, we aren't going to share very much in profit sharing. That brought a lot of darkness and disappointment to our 28,000 flight attendants. And it's a collective sadness, right? It's a collective disappointment. Our company has so little care and respect for people, and it's all about money. That's just one example of darkness. There's all kinds of things that may feel like darkness to you, but what tools do you have? What do you do when you feel that? How can you turn yourself around, get your emotions back to neutral, and then actually rise up and above them to either take action or to see the gratitude in what's happening? So the second part of how can you stand in your light even when the darkness tries to pull you back is what choices can you make to live without suffering? Because sometimes we just downward spiral, but we can actually choose to live in a super blissed out place. And number 8, what are your unique gifts? This is probably the most important question you can ask. I should have probably asked that first, but I feel like it's a great place to leave off. And if it is the only one that you answer right now, please sit with this one. What are your unique gifts? And how can you embrace, cultivate, and share them to help the collective rise? How will your truth inspire others? So people ask me this all the time. It's probably the biggest question I get as a guide or a coach is, I don't know what my unique gifts are. I don't have any unique gifts. How am I going to figure them out? What is my purpose? I don't know what my purpose is. I'm just going to go back to the simplest basics on this one. Whatever feels good to you, whatever you love doing, that's where you need to lean in. So for me, I love to dance. So I take myself to dance classes more often. I love the ocean. I love the beach. I try to get in the water as much as possible, even if I'm just dipping my big toe. I love to be around people who inspire me. I love to inspire people. So I've been, in the last 6 months, really cultivating relationships with people who are on the same track as me. Of course, I love all the people that have been in my life who've had meaning, but I'm starting to see it's really important for me to align with people who are understanding the direction I'm going or who maybe already accomplished it. So surrounding myself with more authors, with more writers, with more podcasters, with more dancers, with more people who love to travel, all of those things, right? So that's where you should start. If you love to garden, if you love to cook, if you love to hide in your office and do math calculations, anything, whatever it is, wherever you feel most lit up and the people you feel most light you up, get yourself there and be inspired by it. The second part of this question was, how will your truth inspire others? The biggest thing we're doing here is remembering who we are and then helping others remember who they are. So how can the things you love to do, how can they help not only you, but the entire collective? All right. I think I've pretty much done this one to death, but it's a big subject, right? Awakening and aligning to your path to freedom and connection is a big deal. Choosing to not be distracted by the chaos is a big deal. I appreciate you coming along on this journey with me. I am so incredibly, my gosh, I want to say proud, but I don't know if that's the right word. Stoked came to mind, which is kind of funny because that's kind of an old word that people don't really even use anymore. But I'm so psyched to be stepping into the things that are lighting me up. I'm so excited to see what you all are going to do. I am on all the socials under my name. I'm on TikTok at Sip Tea with Me. And I'm on Instagram and Facebook as Lisa Schoenthal. And of course, you can connect with me at lisaschoenthal.com. You can leave your email and get on our list for all the exciting things that are going to be happening. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being open to awakening. Thank you for all of the work that you've already done to show up in this world. Thanks so much for listening and following Sip Tea with me. It's so important that you embrace your passion and purpose so that you can have a massive impact and take necessary action to change the world. This time with you means so much to me because it allows me to honor and serve my life purpose of inspiring, empowering, and awakening the hearts and minds of you, the next gen. Because you are our future. Remember, I'm here to help. I see you. I believe in your ability to make the world a better place. Make sure you hit that follow button, invite a friend, and tune in again next week, fam, as we continue to transform, evolve, and awaken authenticity together. Until then, much love from Auntie Lise.